This video here won't be too long, but it's going to be a video, and I am going to try to explain in a sense how to put an altar together and some of the things that you may want to add to your altar. There is no rules on how to make an altar or what to place on the altar. An altar has basically the things that gives you comfort, a peace of mind, and it's just a place you can come to stand and vent at, to pray at, to cry at, to remember and reflect at. So let me start by saying that I know it may not look like it, but this these these memories that I have on my altar are actually sitting on top of a refrigerator. It's not used or being occupied. It's just filled with pretty much my daughter's wipes and diapers and stuff like that. But quick little backstory. So, about 2:17, my husband walked in the door, and he walked in the door with this gigantic room refrigerator. The point was so that we can have room and like food stored in our room and stuff like that. But come to find out, the refrigerator never worked, and something told me then, way back then, to not throw it out because you're gonna need it. You're gonna use it. So I wasn't really using it for much back then. It didn't look at all this beautiful. By far, it didn't look nothing like this. But fast forward, when my daughter passed in 2018, I slowly started, I guess, subconsciously building an altar for her. So when I left the hospital, I had this bear. They give every mother who experienced stillbirths a teddy bear to leave the hospital with, and it's just a representation that you're not leaving the hospital empty-armed. They want to kind of make you feel like you're leaving with something. So every angel mommy gets a bear. So this is her bear. So this was one of the first few things that was on the altar that originally started from Lyric. So it was her bear. In time, I've started placing necklaces on her bear that are reminders of my spiritual growth and where I came from. And there's very positive symbols I collect on her bear. This is a picture of one of her first ornaments from 2018 Christmas, and it's actually right here. So funny. So yeah, that was one of the first things that was on the altar, as well as, I don't really want to lift everything, but I have her memory box, and within her memory box, it has a whole lot of stuff. But most important, Lyric is up here herself. So I have a few crystals on her iron. One of the first crystals I ever had, her dad had gave me, and then some of mine that I keep up here in a feather that I found that I believe she sent to me actually. Her iron, her picture. So that's how it started off. I may have had a candle or something, but not many. So y'all see her little hand, a little picture that represents me and her. But yeah, so it started filling up with Lyric. And it was my piece. From that point on, I was able to come to it and do all those things that I told y'all at the beginning of the video. Just kind of reset at this altar. So my husband thought it was beautiful. He didn't really quite take from it what I got from it. It was more of a sad memory to him than it was for me. But eventually when he passed, he became a deity on the altar as well. So that's when it really went crazy. I ended up putting a rose on my altar that one of my relatives had given to me when he first passed. And these roses last for a year. So a year to the day she gave it is when it will probably die in some sense. But you never know. Like, never know. I wouldn't be surprised if this rose lives a very long time. So yeah, that I put that up here. And then I also have a box, this little floral box in the back that has a lot of special important memories like letters and just all type of things that um, have a lot to do with me and my husband inside that box. So yeah, when you're doing your altar, you basically just put the things that you want to wake up and see. You wouldn't want anything on your altar that you don't want to wake up and see. And so stuff like this was my husband's, it's on the altar. This was his marble case, it's on the altar. I had some of these rocks and crystals already. I've added to it. In time, you'll just keep adding. Your altar will just keep getting bigger. And my altar is getting so huge that I'm running out of space. I also have the last thing my husband drank, which was Kool-Aid that I made him. And I've kept the bottle. I have candles. And the candles, they hold feathers that he sent me. Lots of feathers. He loved Newports, so I put a cigarette in there. My flower that was on my dress the day of his funeral. Just things that are significant to him or myself. But yeah, that's pretty much your altar. I have some sage up here. Sage up here, you know. Just make it as beautiful. Now, I wouldn't call this an altar, but if I had more space, this would be on my altar with everything else. This is my money vase. My money vase. That is my daughter and one of our dogs. Her name was Cookie that passed away. So eventually when I get more space, everything will be together. But then we can come over here and you have First Love right there. You have Marco. You have Jasmine. And I have another cousin behind Jasmine. And then these are my niece Karaya's favors from her baby shower. So, you know, your altar can be made up of whatever it is that brings you a sense of peace. This picture of me right here is supposed to go on my altar as well as this one because I like to add something, some sort of great memory. And this picture is a time where I had very to little worries. I was just happy. I was free. I was not stressed. I knew nothing about depression or any of those things. And I was just a child, being a child and happy. So at some point, you know, I will find a place for this. But as of now, it's here. And yeah, so depending on, you know, what candles you have, what knowledge you have on candles, you can put any candle that you choose to on your altar, excuse me. I placed the green candle on my altar yesterday because I wanted to bring in my new year with abundance, prosperity, money, no financial burdens. I also lit a white candle because I wanted to acknowledge my ancestors, my spirit guides, the universe, and the creator. And it's been burning almost 24 hours now. So yeah, these are more crystals in a shell that my daughter got back from a beach that she went to. So everything up here is really authentic. It's nothing but me. I left a little candy, little chocolate for my baby. I leave a nickel on my altar because she represents 5. She represents my 5th baby and my first angel baby. Reminders, set goals to crush them, pray, wisdom, joy. The butterfly represents transformation, and I put a plant up here to give me natural oxygen and to just lighten up my altar, to give it life, even though it's normally a representation of the ones who have came and gone before you. But I'm going to wrap this video up, and this was just the basics of your altar and what you could put on it, how to create an altar. So if you guys want any more details on how to create an altar, leave me a message below. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel so therefore more people can see it and my page can get out there. I plan to use this year and the rest of my days on this earth to uplift, encourage, teach, and motivate people. You guys are going to grow with me. So you may see me on days that are not the best, and you're going to see me on the days that are the best. But this is my altar, y'all. All right. Love you guys. Bye.